So we have the Trump family's World Liberty Financial token launching on Ethereum. Analysts are calling for a 500% XRP moonshot, and low cap altcoins could ignite since the Fed announcement at Jackson Hole on Friday. Let's dive in. So diving right into it here, Trump family-backed World Liberty Financial is live. The token is live, launched on Ethereum. And quick highlights, early investors unlocked 20% on September 1st via Lockbox. Remaining tokens will be released through community vote. So this is big. They're making things happen. One thing that is being questioned, though, what is the utility for World Liberty Financial token? What is it? And so we'll stay up to date on that. So looking at the thread, the network, they're saying they launched on Ethereum mainnet. They have the unlocked, the TGE, and then the remaining that's to be unlocked. And you pretty much using voting and giving you a brief Q&A across this thread. So very excited to see that. I know that the Trump family was saying that they were debanked. This is why they're in crypto, and also rolling out a stable coin as well. So bringing a lot of value to the marketplace with USD1, and they're saying this is just the beginning. So we'll see how they continue to build the future of finance. And they're saying that this is going to be very massive and ultimately add a lot of value. So next up, I know everyone wants to hear this. XRP price prediction. XRP could rally 500%, but Brett stands out as the best way to turn $100 into 10K. Let's dive in and see what they're talking about here. So looking here, beating the SEC is propelling XRP price to new highs. So Ripple's prolonged legal issue with the SEC, as we know, we talked about, just reached that definite end. The court sided with Ripple and declared XRP not a security. That's a landmark victory. And the reason why that's a landmark victory is because everyone else was taking settlements that they shouldn't have taken, but I understand why, because that's a lot of money to throw at a lawsuit with no definite clarity as to if they would win. So it's definitely a gamble, and a lot of crypto projects settled with the SEC and paid fines, and some of them are not around today as a result because of the amount of fines they had to pay. XRP did not take a settlement. They continued to fight and they won. So XRP price prediction, a 500% rally is possible. So in the crypto world, anything's possible. Ripple's newfound positive sentiment can definitely push it to new highs. According to analysts, selling pressure on XRP is now off, and that contributed significantly to its possible boom. So they have that. And also in this article, they're talking about joining the Brett bandwagon, but we're going to keep on XRP in this article. Support is around $2.95 short term, resistance placed around $3.30. So short term wallets containing 1 to 3 million XRP are currently accumulating, which is enough to convince doubting people that a boom is coming, right? So if XRP maintains a strong stance, there is a good chance of a possible push 500%. Looking at the chart for XRP, you see the pullback that we had. Very simple. Not worried about this pullback. You see how we had the breakout of this triangle. Very simple breakout. And we're seeing a pullback. This pullback aligns with what we're seeing on Bitcoin as well. A slight pullback, which is what I like to see, right? You guys know how I am concerned when Bitcoin, everything else is pulling back, and one project's the only one going to the moon. I don't like to see that at this time in the market, especially as we're still early in market maturity. So we see that, and then we look at the 500% rally in comparison. Looking at the charts, I mean, sky's the limit. We've never been at these price points ever. This is XRP. All right, this is where you're at. This is where you shot up. Shot up in 21, went up to $1.90, pulled back, found support again, accumulation zone again, shot up recently, in February, around the election time of President Trump. I think Brad Garlinghouse and some Ripple team members were seen around or in vicinity of President Trump. Everything shot up when he declared victory, and then consolidated a little bit again, pulled back, broke out. Now it's looking like another pullback to rise again. So 500% is massive, guys, and they're saying that based off of the value add and utility, and the utility factor is more in part because banks need to adapt this technology to stay relevant, right? Institutions need to utilize XRP settlement layer in order to stay relevant. Otherwise, they're going to get wiped out. That's where we're at. That's the positioning with XRP at this time, right? There's no, oh, we can, this is how we've always been doing it. This is how we're always going to continue to do it. Those days are over. Crypto changed that. These institutions have to adapt or they're going to die. That's as blunt as I can put it, right? And that's why XRP is number 3 on CoinMarketCap. Let's be real. XRP is not number 3 for no reason. They're number 3 because the problem that they're solving, right, is that big. These banks need to utilize this or they won't be around anymore. So that is one of the main value plays of XRP. They're not necessarily for retail, right? XLM is more for retail. Stellar is more for retail. XRP is for business, institutions, high level, high inflows as well, and need to be able to handle those high inflows. And that's why they're saying the price appreciation is needed as a result. So we'll be following that along, guys. XRP, very bullish on XRP for sure, especially as we enter the next 30 days. I think it's going to be massive, especially if the United States does those Fed rate cuts. That's going to be huge. So be prepared for that. This may be the last opportunity you have to accumulate at these prices. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Those people that are going to be coming to you, oh, you told me about XRP when it was 20 cents. Oh, you told me about XRP when it was 50 cents. I wish I would have bought it. That's going to happen, guys. You're not going to be able to take everyone with you, right? There's an opportunity in front of you. You can share the opportunity. You can't make people eat. You can show them food. You can show them how to eat. You can't force feed everyone. So some people are going to miss the boat, unfortunately. If you're watching this video, you're more than likely in a position where you're going to take advantage, or you have taken advantage of this opportunity. Congratulations to you. Next up, altcoin set to ignite major moves after Ethereum breakout, predicts Kevin Svensson. Here's his outlook. Looking down here at what is going on. This analyst is pretty much saying that we are heading upward. So he's telling his 83,000 followers on X that he's keeping an eye on the keeping an eye on the altcoin index, the others chart, which tracks the total market cap of crypto, excluding the top 10 digital assets. Svensson says that the others look primed for a major upside burst now that Ethereum has broken out and is trading above its psychological level of $4,000. He's saying, I think altcoins could see major moves. I think money is going to flow into altcoins rapidly once Ethereum breaks out. Once people realize Ethereum's not dead. In fact, it's a sleeping giant, as we've told you guys before. So looking at this chart, you see what he's talking about, his prediction for the others chart to continue to go up and continue to make a rally, then have a pullback. There are people that say we'll no longer see pullbacks either. There are people that are saying that, and they have a good case because institutions are in. You're going to start seeing more stability once the inflows come and you reach that stability and you see those inflows and you reach those levels of support. They're saying that there'll be no more 90% retracements. We will see. And then lastly, we have the Philippine lawmakers proposing a Bitcoin strategic reserve with 10,000 Bitcoin allowing the Philippine central bank to buy 2,000 Bitcoin annually for 5 years and hold the assets for at least 2 decades. Guys, third world countries are getting in crypto. Why? And that's kind of my thought when I think about everyone has to do their own research, right? I get it. Do DYOR, do your own research. You can see publicly. This isn't like back in the day, like in the 90s and 80s, where you had to be in the boys club. You had to know someone to know someone. You have this information publicly available. You can see countries buying crypto. Okay. Right now, Bitcoin strategic reserve. Okay. If you want gains, consider altcoins, of course, but you see people buying crypto. You see governments and institutions buying crypto, and you're saying you're not. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But they're buying it for a reason. The Philippines, third world countries, right, are buying it for a reason. Okay. You have an opportunity to buy it as well. And taking a look here, Congress of Philippines is weighing the proposal that could see the country's central bank establish a strategic reserve. And you can see here the purchase program and what they're looking for. The bill proposes Bitcoin purchase program. Philippines can surpass El Salvador's holdings with 10,000 Bitcoin. So the race is already here, right? And looking at the country's holdings, everyone's talking about the USA. The USA holding supposedly 200,000 Bitcoin. China, right behind it, you got the UK, Ukraine, and then El Salvador, right? So this is even Georgia, which isn't a country, is on this list. So New Mexico as well is not a country, but countries are in this race, whether they're saying it publicly or not. I'm of the belief that countries, whether they're telling you guys or not, they're buying, right? There are some public, there's many public, right? There's even states, there's even territories that are accumulating because they see the value, right? And you have an opportunity, and if you have bought crypto already, if you're in crypto already, you are in the top 7% of the world already. Okay. So hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.